From Brunswick Community College, where if we're 5 minutes late, we're 5 minutes early. It's Dolphins basketball tonight on YouTube, as the Dolphins women look to go to 4-0 for the first time in 7 seasons, taking on today Mount Olive, the Trojans developmental team. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's meet the starting lineups for Matthew Snyder and Mount Olive. It's number 4, Sarah Walker. Number 5, our old friend is back. Rashia McCoy returns to Brunswick. Also starting today is number 20, Kayana Cloud. Number 23, Mia Jones. And number 30, Micaiah Boone. And now for Joe Gahan and your Dolphins, who are 3-0, 2-0 at home, and 1-0 in Region 10 play. Today it's number 4, Chelsea Rivera, 13.7 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, 5.3 steals per game. Number 5 is Princess Kennedy, 6 points, 8.3 rebounds a game. Number 12 is Jemiah Leach, 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 2.3 steals per game. Number 22 is Destiny Mitchell, 6.5 points, 4 rebounds a night. And number 30 is Faith Farmer, 14.7 points per contest for the freshmen. Dolphins coming off that win on Sunday against Patrick and Henry, 60-46. Dolphins another good fourth quarter. They outscored the Patriots 16-4 in that final period after Patrick and Henry got themselves back in it with a big third quarter. Chelsea Rivera, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 steals in the game. Faith Farmer, 10 points, 3 steals. As a team, the Dolphins had 18 offensive rebounds and 16 steals in that contest. So we're just about set to go from Brunswick, the finale of this 3-game homestand for Brunswick. And if you're keeping track, it is a 6:07 tip-off as the Dolphins control the opening tip. Rivera has it top of the key. Chelsea attack, swings it out to Destiny Mitchell. Mitchell will back it out, has it deflected, got it back. Rivera on the wing was looking for, looks like that's Jasmine Burns getting the start. So Princess Kennedy not starting, Jasmine Burns starting. My apologies. Jasmine Burns has had a nice start to the year. She's tied for third with Jemiah Leach in the NJCAA in blocks per game at 1.7. Rashia McCoy, our old pal. Red, ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Dolphins, 19.7 steals per game, 6th best in the NJCAA for Brunswick. Here is Cloud. Her jumper is good. Got to keep an eye on Cloud. Kayana Cloud is actually on the regular roster for Mount Olive. So she's getting a little bit of run with the developmental team here today. But she's a very good player. Back door was open. Bucket no good on the block from Burns. And here comes Mount Olive into the forecourt again for Rashia McCoy. Played 2 years at Brunswick. Last year she was at Chowan. All those years living in the Carolinas, I never figured out how to spell that school's name right. Offensive rebound comes to McCoy. Her 3-ball is no good. Put back by Walker down low, no good. And there's a lid on the rim right now. That'll be a steal by McCoy. McCoy averaged over 2.3 steals per game her sophomore year at Brunswick, but she loses the ball out of bounds. A sloppy start to this one. Mount Olive's JV team has actually beaten the Dolphins in the last 2 meetings, and by the same exact score, 51-48 back in 2022 and 2021. Last Dolphins win came back in 2019, 77-59. This is a game that this Dolphins team should win. Faith Farmer has it on the wing, guarded by Boone out deep. Good ball movement to Destiny Mitchell. Extra pass to Rivera. Fires a contested shot. Can't get the friendly bounce. Tip for the rebound. Burns has an extra possession for the Dolphins. 2 shot blocks there, though, for Mount Olive. And here comes Rashia. Faith Farmer all over her. A woman-to-woman defense. So Cloud with the only 2 points of the ball game. I thought she might set a screen there for Jones. Shot clock is at 3. They got an attack. Ball goes in and out. Leach had it tipped out to Mitchell with the rebound. Now here's Rivera into the forecourt. Faith Farmer goes to the hoop, puts it up, and they call the charge. Offensive foul as the Dolphins are still scoreless here. Walker to inbound. Jones back to her. They throw it front court for McCoy, who chases it down in the corner. Double team comes, and coming up with it is Walker. Back out to Krishaya for 3 off the back rim. And the rebound is going to be chased down by Burns. So 3 minutes into the game. Faith Farmer into the forecourt. Chelsea Rivera gets it to her. Farmer puts it up and in. Dolphins lead it 4-2. Did I miss 2 points somewhere? That's going to be a 10-second violation, so the pressure works there for Brunswick. And we're going to get a sub in. Cloud will go out. I'm having a hell of a time here with these jerseys from Mount Olive, so I'll try to tell you about them, but they're not paying me, so I'm not worried too much about them. For Joe Gaughan's team, it's Martina Pazzaquino coming in. Down low, they go right to her, and Pazzaquino right off the bench with her first bucket. So Dolphins out to a 6-2 advantage. Throw ahead by Jones, and we got a traveling violation called on McCoy. Okay, they changed the score now. I knew I wasn't, y'all, I'm having a really miserable day today, so it was very possible that I missed 2 points somehow, but I was pretty sure that nobody had scored. Now they have the score right, so it is 4-2, not 6-2, and our brains are not doing tricks on this. Offensive rebound here by Chelsea Rivera. Out to Pazzaquino. Back to Chelsea. Pazzaquino gets it to Destiny Mitchell. The midi by Destiny. Boy, she's our own little Ruri Hachimura, isn't she, with all these middies that Destiny's get? 6-2 Dolphins. 5:30 to go here in the quarter. Pull up by Krishaya McCoy. Good to see Krishaya again. Again, played at Chowan or Chowan, whatever, last year at Brunswick her sophomore season. Back in 23-24, averaged close to 10 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.2 steals. She played with Jemiah Leach. Leach's first jumper, no good. Rivera out to Burns. Now Jemiah back to Pazzaquino for 3. Got it to go. 5 quick points for the freshman Martina, who's perfect from downtown, by the way, on the season. She has not missed from 3. 9-4, McCoy is fouled. So Krishaya McCoy will shoot a couple of free throws when we come back. Just past the midway point here in this opening quarter. Good start for the Dolphins. They lead it by 5. Well, I guess we're shooting free throws. I thought, now they're going to a timeout. All right, now we can take this timeout. We'll be back. Welcome back to Dolphins basketball here on YouTube. Finale of a 3-game homestand. Brunswick trying to go to 4-0 for the first time since 2018. There's been no 5-0 starts, at least going back to 2011 for Brunswick. But they've gone 4-0 3 times in the last 10, 15 seasons. And they're trying to do that again for the 4th time now in recent memory. 7-game road trip beginning Saturday, and what a way to start a 7-gamer with Region 10 champion Bryan and Stratton on the road, and then it's a back-to-back, actually. They'll be at Richard Bland on Sunday. Next home game will be December 20th against Catawba Valley. I won't be with you for that one, but it'll stream here on YouTube just without me. Krashai misses them both. Rebound Pazzaquino. Destiny Mitchell brings it up. Checking for changes for Brunswick. Number 14, Jemiah Hopper is in. Dolphins almost turning it over there. Shot clock didn't reset. They get it down low. High arcer off the glass from Burns, who makes it 11-4. Dolphins' biggest lead now at 7. Down low. Mount Olive goes quickly. And it's going to be Micaiah Boone going to the free throw line. Boone short on that first one. Free throw problems continue right now at the start of this one for the Trojans developmental team. Missed them both again, so McCoy missed a couple. It's 2 points for Krashia, 2 points for Cloud. That's all the scoring for Mount Olive, but I believe this is a 9-0 run for Brunswick. Pull up by Chelsea, no good. Offensive rebound, Burns, no, but she's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Dolphins already with 3 team fouls with 3:53 to go in the first quarter. That's just the first on the Trojans. Krashai McCoy is going to go out, and coming in for her is number 10. That's Morgan Wadsworth. For Brunswick, there's Princess Kennedy making her first appearance. Burns short on her free throw. Dolphins shooting just 46% from the free throw line, but it's not been offense, it's been defense. They're top 12 in blocks per game as a team in the NJCAA at 5 a game. I mentioned 19.7 steals per game is 6th in the NJCAA. Chelsea Rivera is 6th in the NJCAA on her lonesome with 5.3 steals per game. Good defense there. Princess Kennedy throws it ahead. Here is Farmer attacking. The reverse, no, but she's fouled. Second team foul on Mount Olive. Dolphins, as I mentioned, Burns and Leach are both tied for 3rd in the NJCAA with 1.7 blocks per game. Pazzaquino is 6th at 1 block a game. Again, all these early season stats. 17th in rebounding as well. The Dolphins 47.9 rebounds per game. That's the best in Region 10. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for Faith Farmer. This Dolphins run continues. They've pushed the lead out to 6. Cloud to inbound. Jones and Cloud playing hot potato with it here in the backcourt against this trapping pressure from Brunswick. They get it across with a couple seconds to spare. And a nice little jumper there from Wadsworth for Mount Olive. That ends the scoring drought for them. Makes it 12-6 Dolphins. Faith Farmer into the front court. Farmer, Kennedy, Leach, Hopper going to the hoop count, and then the foul for Princess Kennedy. And also Pazzaquino still out there with her game-high 5 points. Princess Kennedy being aggressive with the basketball. 67% at the line this season. Short on the three-point opportunity. Rebound controlled by Jones. Was it front court for Boone? There's Wadsworth on the wing, doubled up. Gets it down low to Cloud. Cross court, foot on the line, an air ball over there by, that was Boone, I believe. Dolphins back up by 8, matching the biggest lead. Farmer, Kennedy using the baseline, the runner, no good. Tip for the rebound, it comes to Wadsworth. Look to go quickly, and a late whistle will give Mount Olive more free throws with 2:29 left to go here in the opening quarter. That's team foul number 4 on Brunswick. So Boone at the line. McCoy will come back into the game for, I believe that was Jones departing. Trying. Neither team can buy a free throw right now. Finally, one goes down for Boone. And again, the Dolphins doubling up the Trojans' developmental team. .227 to go in this opening quarter. Farmer into the front court. Kennedy top of the key. Fake drives in. Swings it high for Hopper. Has Aquino. Good anticipation there by Wadsworth. And she'll glide in for the easy bucket. So 4 off the bench for Morgan Wadsworth. Faith Farmer into the front court. Gets it back. Has Aquino looking down low. Princess Kennedy, her shot might have been altered, stays with it. Extra chance opportunity here. Farmer attacks, throws it off the glass, no. And wrestling the rebound is Clouds. A little bit of a momentum swing here right now for Mount Olive, especially if they can get another bucket from Wadsworth. Not that time. Hopper throws it ahead. Faith Farmer, pull up right of the lane, off the back iron, no good. Wadsworth on the tip with the board. Walker back in the game. Walker gets it back. Minute 17 to go here in the opening quarter. Cloud, turnaround, got another one. Again, she plays on the regular Mount Olive team. Played sparingly last year, just over 2 points per game and about 14, 15 appearances. But still somebody to watch out for. Jemiah Leach gets it to the cutter. Beautiful offense for the Dolphins, and Kennedy with another 2. Into the forecourt, the Trojans. Shia McCoy. Driving left of the lane, attacks. Might have had her shot partially altered, but it's cleaned up by Mount Olive. And I believe that was Cloud again. If it was, that's her 6th point now. So the lead is 3. Shot clock is off here for Brunswick. They can hold if they want to. Faith Farmer will fire a triple. Got it to go. Farmer with 6. Matching Cloud for the game high, and the Dolphins take a 6-point lead to the bench at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment. Dolphins out to a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Ohio. Wherever you're watching from, you can chat with us. Our old friend Yolanda is back on the YouTube chat down in Columbia, I think. Underway here in the second quarter. Dolphins led by as many as 8. No ties, no lead changes in this one so far. Krishaya McCoy for 3. And the ball trickled out. Good hustle, extra chance opportunity, courtesy of Boone there. Now it's taken away by Brunswick. So Dolphins keep going. Now they got to stop. I don't think the shot clock ever started. So we'll see what they set it at. Probably just a couple of seconds off. Alicia Dawson has come in. So Dawson, Chelsea Rivera, believe it or not, scoreless so far for Chelsea. Hopper, Destiny Mitchell, and Jemiah Leach. So 5 seconds they take off the clock. And the Dolphins will restart here. And the shot clock didn't start again. This really hurts the Dolphins here because you've got to restart your offense now 2 different times and you're 8 seconds behind the clock. So Dawson will inbound it now. First possession in this second quarter. Start again. That's 3 strikes, you're out. They are sending the teams to the bench. Actually going to keep it here for a moment. I wanted to say a couple of things just of note. I talked a little bit about my cancer diagnosis on Sunday's broadcast. And a lot of people have reached out, and I just wanted to take a second and thank Karen. Joe's wife actually works in cancer research. So that's somebody good to know when you're in this situation. And I cannot tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these doctors that I have, it almost feels like they're rooting for the cancer. They've been so overtly negative during this whole process, and that scares you. That messes with your brain because, when you have doctors who are not upbeat and positive, if they're like sounding like robots, you know what I mean? That can really mess with you, and it did mess with me. So thank God for Karen, because every single time I've kind of spiraled in my head, I've contacted her, and she has been so overwhelmingly straightforward, but with positivity, and explaining that, the worst case is not as bad as it seems, and things like that, and all of her understanding of this. And I just want to say I cannot thank her enough. And, if these Cameo people wanted to make some real money, this is what Cameo should be. It should be people like this out there, answering these kinds of questions and things like that. Because, Karen, the advice and information that I've gotten from her has been so valuable during this whole process. I just can't say enough. And let me say a couple other things here in this never-ending timeout. Everybody who has reached out has come from a place of wanting to help, just like Karen. Some people have been really difficult to take. And it's kind of been surprising to me how really unhelpful, well-intentioned people have been. Let me say this. I said this on the men's broadcast of a week or so ago. sometimes the best thing to say to somebody in this situation is the bare minimum and then just stop talking. I'm sorry you're going through this. It sucks. I'm here for you if you ever need anything. And then just stop. Just stop there. That's like the best thing you can say to anybody in this situation. To know they've got support, to know they have an ally. I've had so many people offering me unsolicited advice and information that I do not want. It has been anxiety-provoking. All right, that shot clock is still not starting. I'm starting to root for the Cancer myself the way this is going. It's a dark sense of humor that I've got, but it's mine. I think the officials just have to keep this. I don't think we're capable of handling this now. You know, sometimes it's just a malfunction and those things happen. You have to remember at community colleges, folks, these people are all volunteers who are doing the best that they can. And I can razz them a little bit, but at a certain point, you've got to maybe just go with two officials, let an official over there, or if the thing's not working, the thing's not working. Let's just, you know, the officials do a great job they keep score themselves. But yeah, that is my number one advice, and my God, the amount of people who have reached out to me who are like, well, it's good you're busy, you know, with work, and you should keep working as hard as possible. It's like, yeah, but I'm tired. I need a break. It's been 2 straight weeks of work, and I'm exhausted. And I'm okay to have that feeling. And when you're telling somebody, no, keep going, keep pushing, keep working, that's, you know, that's not helpful advice, even if you're coming from a place of wanting to help. And vice versa. Oh, you know, you should take a break and just not do anything. And I'll do what I know feels right for me, and you know, that kind of thing is just not at all helpful, and it's been kind of relentless. I've gotten so much weird advice from people. But Karen, I cannot say enough good things about her. The next time I'm down there I'm just going to give her the biggest hug on the planet, because she has been outstanding and so full of information, and so much smarter than her husband. All right, 10 minutes later, we are back to basketball. Shot clock is at 10. Chelsea Rivera, ball tipped out of bounds. Nope, they save it and take it away. That was the only way that possession was going to go. After 4 or 5 different restarts, Dolphins get a steal though. Here's Chelsea looking to get on the board for the first time. She does. Rivera off the glass. Dolphins match the biggest lead now at 21-13. Catch and shoot over on the left side, and that triple goes down. I think that's Boone over there. Mount Olive shooting pretty good from deep. It's kept them in it. Now a steal by Kershaya. Well, we know that's her bread and butter. Destiny Mitchell coming back and fouls her, so bucket's no good, but Kershaya McCoy will go back to the line. This is an interesting thing, and Kershaya is a really good example of this. I was at a JUCO volleyball tournament around Halloween, and I was talking to one of the moms about if her daughter is going to go to a 4-year school or whatever, and you know, the common knowledge is your only option in college is to go JUCO to 4-year or nothing. And Kershaya McCoy, you know, on this developmental team is the perfect example of there's more than one path to a 4-year school. And, you know, maybe not necessarily playing on the quote-unquote varsity, because I don't know what else to call it, varsity team, but you've got at bigger schools. So let's say you're at a JUCO, you want to go D1, you're not getting D1 offers. Well, there's club teams. We've seen UNC Wilmington's club team quite a bit here at Brunswick. At the smaller schools, the D2s, the D3s, the NAIAs, they all have developmental teams or JV teams, whatever you want to call them. So there's multiple routes to that four-year path if that's the way you're going to go. And if you're not getting that scholarship offer or you're not getting, well, then find the best school for you. See if there's a team you can latch on to and keep your career going as long as you can. This has been real rough, and that clock is still not moving, and I think the officials are just going to let it go at this point. Now, you're really punishing the Dolphins here. This is almost unbelievable. You really just have to stop at this point. Like, if something's not working, just I don't know if you can't play without a clock. I think Coach Joe's going to come over and just check things here, but something's not working here. I really think, like, if it is working and it's just user error, get one of the officials over there. We can play with two. All right. This has been really difficult for the Dolphins here during this stretch. It still started late, but Destiny Mitchell got it to go. So Mitchell now with 4 points. Nice ball pressure there. Better job by the Trojans, able to break it. I don't know how Krishai got that pass away. She was not able to see, but she did a nice job with that. Jumper no good, though, on the near side from Boone, who's up to 6 points now, matching Cloud and Farmer for the game high. Dawson gets it back from Mitchell, attacks, and has it stripped by Boone. Boone, nice second quarter for her. She's going to make it a 2-point game. She's got a game high 8 now, most of that, again, coming here in this second period. Farmer into the forecourt. Dawson. Pull up off the glass, too strong. For Shia McCoy now. It's a 3-on-3. Set out to Harrison, who's in for the, her three is no good. McCoy front court to Farmer. Handoff to Leach. Leach attacking, and she's fouled. So both teams with a team foul. 6:33 still to go here in this long first half. Princess Kennedy coming back in for Destiny Mitchell. Martina Paz-Aquino also in. 5 points in the first quarter for her off the bench. Oh, beautiful lead and cut. Bucket no good, put back no good. Tip for the rebound, and it's bounced off Paz-Aquino. Alert play there by Jones, I think. Yeah, it was Jones making that alert play for the Trojans. Far side, Boone. Boone feeling good. Missed that one. Got her miss. Back out. The little bunny is missed. That's Burns with the rebound. Front court, Faith Farmer. Paz-Aquino left alone. Hit her first three. That one well short. And then Farmer is out of bounds. We are exactly 4 minutes into quarter number 2. Dolphins have led by as many as 8. Mount Olive working themselves back in it. Dolphins, the clock has not been their friend. They've had a number of offensive starts and stops because of clock issues. There's a travel that time by Boone. So their offense has had no real flow here in this second quarter. No excuses, though. Got to work themselves back in it now. Still leading. Just got to get better on this side of the floor. Jumper no good by Leach. Put back no good. third time's the charm as Burns scores her second basket. There's a much-needed bucket for the Dolphins. And that one rims in for Boone, who goes into double figures now with 10. 10 of the 23. Cloud has 6, Wadsworth with 4, McCoy with 3. Farmer with 6, Pazzaquino with 5. A little flip shot down low, Jemiah Leach for 2. That's her first basket. Jemiah averaging 8 points, 9 rebounds a game, 2.3 steals. Mount Olive is really trying to go quick after every make for Brunswick. Dolphins have been getting back though. Pazzaquino on the putback effort, no. Another offensive rebound for Burns, swinging it out to Princess Kennedy. Another offensive rebound. Burns will take it, and she'll be fouled. 19.7 offensive rebounds a game for the Dolphins. That's 16th best in the NJCAA. They've gotten a lot of extra chance opportunities, and they'll shoot free throws when we come back. All right, welcome back. We've got 4:44 to go here in this second quarter as the Dolphins right now clinging to a 4-point lead. They've led by as many as 8. It will be Burns at the free throw line out of the timeout for an and one opportunity. Chris Sheeman back with you at the home studio in Ohio, wherever you're watching from tonight. We appreciate it. Got the YouTube chat going. Feel free to give me a shout if you'd like to. Burns with the cotton candy shoes. I said it was an and one. It's actually 2 shots, not an and one. Both teams with 2 team fouls down the stretch here in this second quarter. I'd be curious to combine what both teams are shooting from the free throw line. It's something like 2 or 3 out of 10. Princess Kennedy blocked but fouled by Walker. Are they going to say that was a pass or a shot now? Kennedy going to the free throw line, so they will say she was in the act of shooting. Kennedy with 4 points today. End of this 3-game homestand. Again, Dolphins just one more home game until January. That's December 20th against Catawba Valley. I will be with you in January. January 3rd to be exact. Dolphins taking on a JUCO Mount Claim from Michigan. Kennedy with 6, lead is 6. Back in is Wadsworth, blocked by Pazzaquino, but fouled. I don't see her disputing that too much, but that looked like all ball to me. Take another look at this. I don't know. Might have got around the hand, but the hand is part of the ball in that scenario, I would think. Wadsworth now up to 5 points. Good game for her off the bench. Wadsworth with 6. Dolphins' lead is back down to 4. This is Kennedy guarded by Walker. They go cross court to Farmer with the ball fake. She attacks, has it stripped, gets it back out to Kennedy. And then Kennedy's pass looking for Hopper is off the mark. There's Jones back in the game. McCoy front court. Pull up by Cloud. Pasquino fighting for the rebound. Wadsworth runs out of real estate. It's going back to the Finns. Farmer. McLucas is in for the first time as well. Nia McLucas checking in. Hopper back to McLucas, to Farmer. Pasquino. Hopper. McLucas. No good. Hopper follows the miss, and they say she stepped out of bounds. I thought she might have gotten pushed out of bounds, but they allow the contact, and it looks like Boone going to come back in after a short rest for Mount Olive. Assistant coach Matthew Snyder in charge of the developmental team for Mount Olive. Wadsworth, that's through her hands, so back-to-back turnovers. Dolphins get the ball back up by 4. It's been a ragged second quarter from just about any angle you look at it. Dolphins still maintaining the lead. Kennedy attacks, gets cut off. McLucas at the free throw line. Threw it away. Rashia McCoy, another steal for her. Throws it ahead to Wadsworth. Wadsworth in that tough spot under the hoop, got tied up. Good hustle by Pasquino. And the jump ball possession arrow favors Brunswick. Faith Farmer into the forecourt. 6 first half points alongside Kennedy with the team lead. McCoy with another steal. Boy, we saw nights like this for Krashia before. Set ahead, and the hot hand for Boone continues. She's up to 12 points. We got a 2-point game. Mount Olive has not led since it was 2-0, I believe. Princess Kennedy got contact, and Kennedy will go back to the line. Kennedy with 6 points. Wadsworth departs, Harrison back in. As Kennedy up to 7 now. She gets 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Dolphins by 3. Walker. Almost a steal there for Jemiah, as Leach just ran out of room. So 19 to shoot here for the Trojans. Top of the key, Walker. McCoy from downtown. Got it to rim in. Rashia McCoy back at Brunswick for the first time since her playing days here a couple seasons ago. 6 points in the first half. Ties us. This is our first tie of the game. And now Mount Olive will take the lead as Boone up to 14 points. Games are not gimmies. Mount Olive has beat Brunswick the last 2 times, and the Dolphins' focus has been lacking here in the second quarter. Pasquino the rebound. Just the second lead change of the game. I was wrong, too. We've had 2 ties. We were tied at 2-2. Paz Aquino had it stripped out of bounds. Dolphins will have 14 on the shot clock. Faith Farmer. Zone for Mount Olive. And again, that ball is tipped. So Dolphins, trouble again against the zone. Just 5 on the shot clock. We saw this in that third quarter against Patrick and Henry. Dolphins against the zone. It was difficult for them. Leach to inbound it. Paz Aquino is blocked by Krishaya. McCoy with a great first half, and Paz Aquino fouls her. 15 foul on Brunswick, 4 on Mount Olive, with still 1:24 to go here until halftime. We have got to be close to some kind of record for missed free throws. This has been just a terrible shooting free throw from the free throw line by both teams in this half. Chelsea Rivera back in. Quiet first half for her, just 2 points so far after that 23-point performance on Sunday. Looking for her teammate there, and Princess Kennedy is fouled, so she'll go to the line as both teams are in the bonus. Dawson back in, and coming in for the first time tonight is Kiera Moore. Eight points from Kennedy, most of that I think from the free throw line. She's been busy at the charity stripe. And rims in that one. 9-point first half for her, leads the Dolphins. Oh, they're cherry picking, and nobody picked her up. Walker missed the bunny, though. Moore throws it ahead. Chelsea Rivera into the front court. Taking on the defense, swings it out. And another charge taken by Mount Olive, second of the night for them. So tied for the third time at the 1-minute mark here in this very long second quarter. Rivera's going to go out now. She might be in a little bit of foul trouble. Harrison in the backcourt. McCoy throws it ahead, and good defense there. The steal by Dawson. Dawson's pass is deflected out. Kennedy inbound the Faith Farmer. Hopper. Farmer, that's off her and out of bounds. Sloppy. Harrison in the backcourt. Boone has had a hot hand, and that's a bad foul there. That far away from the basket, that early in the possession. Boone now will go to the free throw line. So Boone with 14 in the first half. Make it 15. Airballed that one, so the Dolphins will have it. 5.2 is the difference. Game and shot clock late in this first half here. Joyner has come in.
Why are we
So Cara Joyner, ball deflected out of bounds. Farmer gets it into the cutter. Guess who? It's Princess Kennedy again. She's in double figures with 11. Dolphins retake the lead. Third lead change of tonight. Cloud has it ripped away by Joyner. Then Joyner has her pocket picked. Shot clock, or the game clock winding down. 3 is hoisted off the mark. And the Dolphins, this ugly second quarter comes to a close. But Brunswick has the halftime lead, 34-33 after 20 minutes of play. We'll be back with more Dolphins basketball in about 15 minutes. Don't go too far. We are underway here in quarter number 3 with the Brunswick Dolphins leading Mount Olive's developmental team 34-33. Hiroshima, glad to be back with you. Finally, 3-game homestand for the Dolphins, as Brunswick led by as many as 8 in the first half. Mount Olive had a couple of brief 2- and 1-point leads. 3 ties, 3 lead changes. That's probably not 100% accurate. Micaiah Boone for Mount Olive, a game-high 15 points at the half. McCoy, Wadsworth, and Cloud with 6 points apiece for Mount Olive as well. For Brunswick, Princess Kennedy in double figures with 11 off the bench today. Faith Farmer with 6. Martina Pazaquino with 5. Burns and Mitchell with 4. Leach and Rivera with 2 points each. So the Dolphins trying to go to 4-0 for the first time since 2018. And just the 4th time in the last, again, 10 or 15 seasons. Back-to-back steals. Farmer picks the pocket out to Rivera. Rivera lays it up and in. Chelsea Rivera's second field goal as the scoring party is underway here in the second half. For Sheeman at the home studio in downtown Cleveland. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's Cloud up to 8 points now. Gets that jumper to go. To tell you what level of crazy I am, it's 64 degrees right now in my apartment. It's real cold. I love it. Faith Farmer is fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line. My poor kitty cat. I love it when it gets really, really cold. I actually keep the windows open just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then I get all of my heavy blankets out and I pile them all on top of my bed. That's exactly where I'm going as soon as this game ends, which we're on pace for about 11:30 or so. Farmer gets 1 out of 2. Lead back to 2 for Brunswick. Rebound by Jones. Scoreless first half for her. Rashia McCoy played at Brunswick for 2 years. That's a turnover. Ball will go back to the Dolphins. There was one time at my old apartment last year when I fell asleep before I shut the window, and I woke up in the middle of the night. It was 58 degrees. I was loving it. Chelsea Rivera down low, extra pass. Dolphins have really been trying to force it in the passing lanes. What Mount Olive has done for most of tonight is really collapse in the lane. The Dolphins don't shoot a ton of threes. In fact, hardly at all. And the Trojans credit Matthew Snyder for bringing that game plan. The Dolphins have to recognize what's going on in the lane, and when the collapse comes, don't force the pass. They've tried to really commit too many tight passes, and it's led to a number of turnovers. That's a beautiful example of the way to do it, although Burns misses the jumper. That's the kind of offense you want to see there. McCoy throws it ahead to the hot hand, Boone. In the corner for 3, Walker no good. Offensive rebound, put back no by Cloud, but she's fouled. So Cloud gonna go to the line. I mentioned Kayana Cloud.
Chelsea, box out.
Played, I think, 14 or 15 games with the main squad for Mount Olive. Averaged over 2 points per game. Couple appearances as well the season prior to that. Getting a little extra run here. She's on the main roster this year as well, but getting a little extra run right now with the DV squad. Trojans will be at Lewisburg on December 7th. That's their next game. Offensive rebound on a free throw. That'll really frustrate you. It's a 2-pointer for Cloud, but that will really stick in your craw if you're Joe Gaughan. Tied for the 4th time tonight. Rivera right wing. This Trapping zone, Chelsea attacks it. That's the way you do it. Bucket is no good, though. And it's deflected off the Trojans out of bounds. Kennedy with her 11 points back in the game for Burns, who departs with 4 tonight. Destiny Mitchell. Chelsea Rivera back to Destiny. Mitchell throws it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Leach too strong. Mount Olive looking for its first lead here in this second half. Walker, corner 3. Rashaya McCoy put back. Rebound by Jemiah. Faith Farmer turns on the Jets. Chelsea Rivera back out to Farmer. Again, that mid-range shot has been there tonight. Farmer collects, she's got 9. Now a steal. Farmer, it trickles out to Destiny. Her bucket no good, put back by Rivera is good. So Dolphins just like that. Defense to offense. Trapping pressure. Forced forced at least one 10-second call in that first half. Cloud swings it out. Hot hand has been Boone. Missed her first shot here in the second half. Dolphins got numbers here if they want to push. Farmer from Kennedy, no good. Ball tipped out. Walker initially went through her legs, but she was able to collect. Now Leach on the wing. Boone steps into it. I think a foot was on the line. It's a moot point as she misses. Kennedy, another rebound. Faith Farmer. Chelsea Rivera, pass deflected. Active hands there again for Boone. Boone to McCoy. McCoy, yes. (41-39). 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Boy, nobody picked up Jemiah Leach. That's too easy. Oh, extended arm there. No call. They've called this so tight. I'm surprised they didn't whistle that. Rivera the rebound. Chelsea front court, past the midway point here in quarter number 3. Princess Kennedy is fouled. So Kennedy is fouled. It is team foul number 3 on Mount Olive, 1 on Brunswick with 4:52 left to go. Here in quarter number 3, we go to another timeout. As always, big shout out to our friends at Coastal Transplants, not only for sponsoring this Dolphins women's basketball program, including this live stream. I got cancer medical bills to pay, y'all. I ain't cheap no more. So thanks to Coastal Transplants for sponsoring us, and also for all the work that they do, keeping our shorelines as protected as possible. Faith Farmer to inbound, Dolphins by 4. Chelsea Rivera, defender, went for the steal, missed it short, rebound by Cloud. Harrison is back in for Mount Olive. Trojans bring it into the forecourt. Rivera was ready but ran out of room. Yolanda, the team ball has been lacking for sure today. Dolphins still maintaining this lead. Again, if you're just joining us, Dolphins were up by as many as 8 in that first half, traveling the call there. Trojans turn it over. Martina Pazzaquino is in out of that timeout, by the way. Pazzaquino, Faith Farmer, Chelsea Rivera, Destiny Mitchell, and Princess Kennedy. Rivera surveys, swings it out. Martina gets it out to Farmer. Mitchell now to Rivera. Shot clock at 10. Down low to Kennedy. That's team basketball right there, as Kennedy has a baker's dozen tonight. Lead is 6 for Shia McCoy. Boone, 15 in the first half. Hasn't scratched yet here in the second. That changes that. 17 now for Micaiah Boone. Farmer front court. Farmer attacks. Farmer stripped. Hero ball right there, and then Mitchell ties up Clow, but the possession arrow favoring the Trojans. Be careful, Joe, you're gonna run some more laps. Trapping pressure is on. Into the front court now is Boone. That's not Boone. That is Jones. Did that go off her foot? Yeah, it did. Good eye by the official. So Dolphins will get back to offense here, leading by 4. Again, it's been very tight throughout. Dolphins have led for most of tonight. Farmer, Pazzaquino draws contact, and she'll go to the line. Team foul number 4 on Mount Olive. Pazzaquino 5 points tonight, make it 6. 4 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 1 block per game. Dolphins will face the biggest test of the season at the start of the road trip. That's a tie-up, beautifully done there by Martina. Great defense for Brunswick, and they have the possession arrow. Dolphins will take on the Region 10 champs, Bryan and Stratton, up in Virginia, and then go over to Richard Bland on Sunday. So Saturday, Sunday, back-to-back for Brunswick. 7 straight on the road. Princess Kennedy, no good. Rebound controlled by Wadsworth, who's back in. She's been a nice burst of energy when she comes off the bench. Boone missed the bunny. Boy, she couldn't miss in the first half. She's 0 for 2 here in the second half. Faith Farmer over to Chelsea. Rivera on the wing. Kennedy in the corner. Pazzaquino to the cutter. Destiny Mitchell again. Just good ball movement there for Brunswick. Mitchell with 6. Dolphins by 7. Cloud from the half circle. Nice box out there by Pazzaquino. She does a lot of little things that don't show up in the box score. Turnover there by Brunswick. 2:10 to go in quarter number 3. Going to get a timeout here by Mount Olive, having trouble getting the ball in. We'll step aside with 2:10 to go here in this third quarter. Dolphins starting to reassert themselves a little better. Dolphins basketball here on YouTube, brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back with you. As Faith Farmer active defensively. This defense for Brunswick holding opponents to 54.7 points per ball game. Had a bad third quarter on both sides of the ball on Sunday. Dolphins playing much better here in this third quarter. They're winning the third. It is 12-8. Is that right? Nope. 14-8. Jones. Harrison. Shot clock at 8. Chelsea Rivera hounding Harrison. Get it to Cloud. Cloud with 3 to the cutter. Extra cut. Wadsworth at the buzzer. No. Dolphins trying to push. Trojans getting back. Has Aquino to the open woman. And Kennedy with the air ball. Minute 28 to go here in quarter number 3. Dolphins by 7. Biggest lead for Brunswick in the game has been 8. Now, Olive briefly had some smaller leads of a couple. Harrison attacks. Kennedy now will push. Kennedy attacks. Offensive foul. Is she in the restricted area there? Let me see if we can run this. It's real hard. I have instant replay, but the game goes pretty fast, so let me see here. We're not back to live action yet. She was definitely in the restricted area. It's a bad call. But it's the call they made, so the Trojans back on offense. Again, trailing by 7. Ball tipped out of bounds. If any part of your body is in that restricted area, even on the line, it should not be an offensive foul on Brunswick. Oh, what a deflection there. Faith Farmer able to deflect that off Boone. We might run that one back too. That was beautiful. I love plays like that. That's just so fun. If you love the game of basketball, you appreciate that stuff. Burns is back in, by the way. So Burns, Rivera, Kennedy, Paz, Aquino, and Farmer. Chelsea putting the moves on, couldn't get the bucket. Bench was ready to erupt. Dolphins haven't scored in a while. Mount Olive hasn't either, though. Kershia McCoy trying to change that, can't do it. Shot clock is off here for Brunswick. And they were trying to push and just trying to do too much there. Pull it back. Run the clock. You're up by 7. Get the last shot of the quarter instead of turnover and now a foul. Dolphins still have 1 to give here, though. Now, if you're Mount Olive, you've got an opportunity in what's been a tough offensive quarter for the Trojans to get a bucket, some momentum. That was deflected and taken away. That's going to be off. I thought it was off Burns. Now they changed the call, so it's going to be Mount Olive. All right, we got another one to check out here. Let me see. I gotta speed up this instant replay. We're not gonna have time for it. Inbound goes to Kershaya. Now McCoy almost had it stripped away, and now she does turn it over. Kennedy throws it ahead to Faith Farmer. Farmer attacks, and she'll go to the line. Let me replay this again here. Speed it ahead. All right, I don't think we got that cleanly. Back to live basketball. First free throw is good for Farmer. That puts her in double figures now with 10. So Dolphins matching the biggest lead of the game now. Good third quarter for Brunswick. And Mount Olive won't get a shot off at the buzzer. We go to the fourth quarter. Dolphins have owned the fourth so far on Walter Shaw Court. We'll see if they can do it again when we come back and get off to this 4-0 start. On to the fourth quarter. Dolphins basketball here on YouTube. Chris Sheeman back with you. Trojans basketball. Dolphins matching its biggest lead. Dolphins have been outstanding in the fourth quarter all season long. They have held opponents to just 10 points per game in the final quarter in the first 3 games. So if the Dolphins can play like that again, they will get out of here with this 4-0 start. So Dolphins force the turnover, and the foul is called on the Trojans. Here's Faith Farmer into the front court, gets a screen. I think that was, deflected, so Burns. And now Farmer will inbound it. 2 players in double figures for Brunswick. Princess Kennedy, 13. Faith Farmer with 10. Destiny Mitchell on the wing. Faith Farmer hesitates, attacks. Can't get it to go. And the Ball batted out of bounds. Last touch by Brunswick. Mount Olive's Boone has 17 points. That's the game high. Cloud in double figures with 10. McCoy's got 8. Wadsworth with 6. I mentioned Kennedy 13, Farmer 10. Mitchell, Rivera, Pazaquino all with 6 points each. Burns with 4, Leach with 4. Jones driving. Jones, I think that offensive foul came away from the ball. So Trojans turn it back over. Mount Olive has struggled. They have not scored in quite a while. They have just 8 points in the second half so far. Dolphins got to clamp down, get up double figures here, really put this team away. Mention how great they've been defensively in the fourth. Destiny Mitchell, another midi, not that time. Wadsworth got the positioning, and the foul is called on Brunswick. Brunswick has not gone 4-0 since 2018. They've also done it three total times going back to 2011. That's going to be a turnover. I don't know what happened to the Trojans offense, but it has gone missing. It is MIA here in the second period. Farmer front court. Farmer putting the moves on. Faith Farmer jumper too strong. That is off Wadsworth. So Dolphins will get another crack at it. Mention the offensive rebounding for Brunswick. 19.7 offensive rebounds a game, 16th in the NJCAA in that category. Leading to more field goal attempts. They're top 20 in field goal attempts at 75.3. Pazaquino it out to Burns. Burns couldn't get the roll. The rebound again goes off the Trojans. Dolphins will get a third crack at it here on this sequence. Farmer with the inbound. Kennedy looking for the entry pass to Burns. It's deflected to Destiny Mitchell, then she's fouled. Already 3 team fouls here in the first 2 minutes on Mount Olive. So Farmer to inbound again. Destiny Mitchell pull up at the half circle, got it to go. Mitchell now with 8. This is the biggest lead for Brunswick, and Mount Olive turns it over again. Dolphins fans, if Brunswick wins today, don't forget to check out the full game highlights on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook for the Dolphins. You can follow me. Nice little reverse there by Burns, who puts it up and in for 2 more to her total. She has 6. And the Dolphins rolling now up by 12. And the scoring drought continuing on this end for the Trojans. They bring Walker in. Walker Harrison. Nice cut there by Jones. Jones is blocked but fouled. So a chance to end this long scoring drought now for the Trojans that dates back to the third quarter. Jemiah Leach, 4 points tonight, comes back in. We also will have those highlights posted on YouTube again if the Dolphins win, which up by 12. Should be able to hang on to that. We've seen some crazy things in the early portion of the season already, though, for Brunswick. Mostly good things, though. So Jones is on the board with her 2 free throws. Farmer into the forecourt. Jemiah Leach, pass to Destiny in the lane. Set out to Burns. Versus Kennedy. Leach from the elbow. Rebound controlled by Mount Olive. Ooh. Harrison collided with her own teammate there. Jones for three, no. And Walden going over the back on the rebound. Lindsay Walden is in as Kayana Cloud was shaken up. She's right back in though, good sign there for Mount Olive, and that sends Walden back to the bench. 4 team fouls for the Trojans. This is not what you want if you're Mount Olive. You're trailing double figures and you're about to put your opponent at the free throw line. Farmer almost lost the dribble. Down low again, the bank shot. And Burns is fired up. She's up to 8 points now tonight. Lead back to 12 for Brunswick. And we got a timeout for Mount Olive. It is all Dolphins here in the fourth. Yet again, the Dolphins on their way to a 4-0 record. We'll take time. We'll come back. 6:15 to go. Back to Dolphins basketball here on YouTube. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you for the final time, at least for the ladies, here in the 2025 portion of the schedule. My hope is the next time we talk that some doctor has taken a melon baller to my head and gotten the rest of this cancer out of me, and then I'll be cancer-free. But we'll find out this weekend. But I am, as of now, looking forward to chatting with you again in January. Dolphins will have one home game in December that I won't be with you for, but we will stream here on YouTube. Well, Boone is back in the act. She's had a quiet second half, but still a game-high 20. Single digits now, 55-46. Dolphins got to keep the foot on the gas. Leach down low, and Burns is fouled. So they've been feeding Burns here in this fourth quarter. And Burns now a chance to get into double figures. Jasmine Burns, 8.6 rebounds a game off the bench. She has struggled from the free throw line, though, on the season. Still a chance to go up double figures here. So Burns now with 9. Dolphins lead by 10. Just got to keep the pressure on. Dolphins are also in the bonus, and we still have a long way to go. Rainbow shot, no. Fight for the rebound on the far side. We're going to get a tie-up, and the jump ball possession arrow favors Brunswick. Burns down, a little full court press here for the Trojans. They're trying to force some turnovers here. Dolphins break it, but Leach to the cutter. Bank shot, no, that time for Burns, and we got a traveling call there. Ball will go back to the Trojans. Dolphins will play at Bryan and Stratton on Saturday. Region 10 champs. Back-to-back Region 10 champs, if I'm not mistaken. Jones in the cloud. Shia McCoy. And foot was on the line. It's a two-pointer. That gets Kershia into double figures with 10. And again, Mount Olive hanging around here. Dolphins going quickly there. Boone into the forecourt again, a game-high 20 for her. Quick jumper by Cloud, no good. Tip rebound comes to Rivera. Rivera throws it high. Kennedy recovers, can't score. Farmer follows, no. And now Farmer with the steal. What a hustle play by Faith Farmer. Chelsea Rivera, jumper is good. And the Dolphins back up by 10. Good to see a Kershia again. Always thought she was a hustler. Another triple goes down for Boone. And just like that, it's a 7-point game. So the offense is coming now for Mount Olive. And again, Dolphins trying to answer. Kennedy for three, no. Rivera the rebound. Rivera got tied up, and that ball's going back to the Trojans with 4:01 left to go in the game. So Mount Olive gets a bucket here. Things could get interesting. Dolphins, a very young team, and sometimes young teams closing games out can be a challenge. We saw that with Wake Tech against Brunswick. Entry pass deflected out. Here's a three by Jones off the back rim. A long rebound chased down by Cloud. Cloud gets around her defender, in and out on the bucket. Leach with the board and then threw it away. And then a travel by Boone. Sloppy. But it benefits the Dolphins in the end. And Brunswick up by 7 with 3:31 to go. Ooh, that goes through the hands of Destiny. Now numbers for Mount Olive. Kershia McCoy. And that hit the shot clock. I'm not sure why Kershia shot that. That should have been maybe an extra pass there. She had the defender on her. Trojans had numbers, but again, Dolphins come up with a stop here. It's not been a pretty 40 minutes of basketball at times, but the Dolphins are hanging on, and then they turn it over again. Back-to-back turnovers, and now the pocket pick by Faith Farmer. Ball fake, Faith, no. Put back by Rivera, no, but she's fouled. So Chelsea will go to the line. Again, both the Dolphins in the bonus. Brunswick has committed just 2 team fouls here in the final quarter. Faith. Rivera chance to get into double figures. She's got 9 now tonight. Stuck on 9, but gets the offensive rebound. Destiny Mitchell pull up. And it touches the iron and goes down for Destiny, who's in double figures with 10. So that's a big 3 points there for Brunswick. That makes it a 4-possession game, puts them back up double figures. McCoy, that'll be a kickball. Shot clock will go to 20. I don't want to jinx it, but knock on wood, the wires for the shot clock have held up nicely. All the plugs have stayed plugged after some malfunctions in the second quarter. All right, Mount Olive not dead in the water yet, but they have to play just about perfect here. They go to their hot hand, Boone, and she's fouled. Boone has 23 on the night.
Chelsea, slide over. Stop
That'll be
reaching.
team foul number 3. I'm pretty sure, yeah, team foul number 3. Boone in and out on the first one. Boone with 24. Good minutes for Burns. She departs with 9 points. Paz Aquino coming in. Into Farmer. Martina now to Rivera. Front court, it's Destiny. Dolphins will pull it back here. Clock is your friend. 3-possession game, 2:24 to go. Great ball movement. Faith Farmer. That might seal it. Farmer now with a dozen. Faith Farmer, who came in 7th in Region 10 in points per game. Farmer on the year, 14.7. What a start to her freshman season it has been. Harrison goes out. Wadsworth comes back in for Matthew Snyder and the Trojans. Jones has hit her last 3 free throws. This Mount Olive team has struggled from the free throw line tonight, but Jones doing her part, trying to keep her team in it. Can make it a 3-possession game again here. Stays at a 4-possession game, at 10-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Massive. Farmer into the forecourt. Rivera will back it out. Jemiah Leach, Destiny Mitchell. It's a 2-pointer for Destiny. Got it to go. Mitchell with a dozen now. That was just out of control basketball there. Boone's been so good today. That's a rare mistake for her. As Aquino will come back into the game. So Dolphins, I'm going to wrap this one up. This is in the books as far as the announcer's concerned. Dolphins going to go to 4-0 for the first time since 2018. What a start to the year it has been. That big win on the road against D1 Denmark Tech. Coming from behind to beat Wake Tech. Dolphins have got it done on the defensive end at the start of this season. Joe Goyen going to use one of his remaining timeouts to make sure that this possession is successful. So once again, the Dolphins will start this long road trip. 7-game road trip. You're going to really find out what kind of team you have with that long of a road trip this early in the season. Back in the day, I used to travel with the teams. And sometimes by the end of that, nobody's talking to anybody, and sometimes by the end of that, everybody's best friends. It's and everything in between. But that's a lot of time on the road for the Dolphins. And again, they started on Saturday against I don't know if they're nationally ranked, but I know Bryan and Stratton is unbeaten, so they'll play the defending champs on Saturday and then go over to Richard Bland in Petersburg on Sunday. Mitchell can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound. Again, Dolphins, they can run some clock here. Just trying to play keep away. Chelsea Rivera surveys, attacks, and scores. Rivera in double figures now with 11. So we're inside a minute to go. Dolphins won just 4 games last year. Won just 4 games the prior season to that. Rivera can't get it to go. They will already win their 4th game here on November 11th. What a job recruiting this year by Joe Gaughan. He's brought in some real nice pieces. Faith Farmer, 12 points today. Kennedy with 13. Mitchell with 12 as well. Rivera with 11. Burns with 9. About a 4-second difference between the game and shot clock. Trojans not going to foul here. Chelsea Rivera can't get it to go. It's saved, but it'll be a shot clock violation. And Mount Olive will inbound it, and this one will wrap up most likely with a 14-point victory. So this snaps a 2-game losing streak against Mount Olive for Brunswick. And again, first time in 7 seasons, the Dolphins are 4-0, wrapping up this homestand with another victory by 14 over Mount Olive. That's going to do it for us here at Brunswick, everybody. Again, we'll have a men's game coming at you on Sunday. Guys taking on East Georgia. We'll have that one at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Dolphins going road tripping. The ladies on the road for the next 7. Next home game December 20th, a Region 10 game against Catawba Valley. I'll be with you again January 3rd, Montclair. Another JUCO from Michigan will be in town. Until then, my name's Chris Sheeman. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Happy holidays, and we'll talk to you again in 2026.